In the United States, every day there are roughly 28 people killed in alcohol-related accidents. That is a life being taken every 51 minutes, roughly. In Texas alone, in 2016, there were 2,676 car-related deaths, with 1,438 of them being alcohol-related. This is more than half of the total of car-related deaths that happened in Texas this last year. This is far too many, if you ask me. Life, of course, is priceless and cannot be brought back. But these type of accidents have costed the United States more than $44 billion annually. This will include medical expenses, traffic jams caused by the accident, and property damage. This is also including emergency assistance like EMT, police, and the fire department. Now, before I continue, I want to take everyone back to 2015 really quick. There was an estimated 10,265 people killed in alcohol-related accidents. I want to go to this year in particular because it was a year I lost a very close friend of mine to a drunk driver. His name was Jonathan Brotherton. He was killed on February 8th of 2015. It was a few months after he turned 25. He was going out with a few friends. He got in the passenger seat, and a friend that was drinking, shouldn't have been driving, but was. He rolled over. Jonathan was killed immediately, while the driver of the car walked away with minor injuries. One moment he was here having a great night, the next he was a statistic. He doesn't have a voice anymore, so it is up to us to put a stop to this because it is completely avoidable. I want to further explain just how dangerous drunk driving can be, while also giving a few tips on how to avoid drunk driving in all. Drunk driving is the #1 cause of death on the roadways, and it isn't only adults that are affected. It is estimated that 4,300 teens are killed each year, and 1 in 4 accidents with teenagers involve underage drinking. So really tips with that are just to make sure you monitor your children, make sure they know what they're doing and what they're getting involved with. And if they are allowed to consume alcohol, I'm not they're here to judge, but make sure they have a designated driver, or if they're going to stay at a friend's house, make sure their keys are taken from them so they don't have the temptation to drive while drinking. I know many people think they're okay after 2 or 3 drinks, but in reality, 2 drinks can alter your mind and your body. If you're ever pulled over for suspected drunk driving, your blood alcohol concentration, or BAC, will be measured by the police officer that pulled you over. At 0.02%, roughly 2 alcoholic drinks, your body starts to relax, you feel a slight warmth overtake you, basically you start feeling good. At 0.05%, or 3 drinks, you start to lose small muscle control, like the focus in your eyes, and your alertness is lowered dramatically. This can cause you to have difficulty steering or the ability to track movements and objects while you're driving. After 4 drinks, or 0.08%, which is the legal limit for a DUI or DWI, your muscle coordination will become very poor. For example, your balance, speech, vision, and reaction time. You will lose speed control while driving and also suffer from short-term memory loss. Once you have had 7 drinks at 1.5%, vomiting will occur and you will lose all sense of balance, and you are almost guaranteeing a deadly accident if you're behind the wheel. Of course, accidents can occur at any time, whether it is 1 drink or 10, but the chances will dramatically increase with the more drinks you intake. There are several tips you can take to avoid driving while drinking. Always have a designated driver planned ahead. Beforehand, before you go out, make sure you have somebody you can call, or if there is a friend with the group that is designated driver for the night. Do not let your friends drive while under the influence. They can either stay at your place for the night, or they can always call a taxi. Uber and Lyft are very popular nowadays, and they work fantastic at all times of the night too. Or you can always opt to drink alcohol-free for the night, which there is no problem with that, of course. Drinking and having a night out with friends can be fun, but always make sure to do it responsibly. You can hurt yourself, or worse, you can hurt others. No one's life is worth that risk. I hope you all take into consideration the deadly consequences of drunk driving next time you decide to drink. I'm not trying to scare any of you, but it is very real, and it is a sad truth that we all may deal with one point in our lives. I know I've dealt with it personally, and it is a very hard thing to get over. He's coming up on 3 years this year, and it's still very difficult to intake. So always make sure you're responsible, and you can always have fun while being responsible. There's nothing wrong with that. Thank you all for listening, and I hope you all enjoy.